Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Astro here doing the daily moon reading for September 26, 2018. Remember, the 25th is not being done because you can just look at the full moon reading and get all the information from there. Okay. All right. So let's look at this moon, y'all. This moon is in the third decan of Aries. Okay. Third decan of Aries. So I'm probably going to be talking about it sliding over to... Well, actually, no. It's going to spend the whole entire day, well, most of the day, in the third decan of Aries. Word. So I don't have to do like a long ass video like I usually do. I'm excited. I don't know about y'all, but I'm excited. That's exciting, man. Word. Yes, maybe I should start from 12 o'clock most times and go from there. But, I am skipping the second decan, but y'all be all right. It's not going to be that much of a difference. Well, yeah. Y'all be all right. Y'all be all right. All right. Third decan of Aries. Yay! Yeah, y'all be fine. Let's talk about the third decan of Aries, though. The third decan of Aries is ruled by Jupiter, okay? And so we are having this moment of focusing on self, our personality, our appearance, our persona, our first impressions, and just how we look to other people, the mask that we put on. And be focused on that, but specifically, we're going to think a little bit deeper about that, thinking about how our appearance is connected to our ever-changing passions, right? And so if you're the type of person that wants to change their color, like change their look, and they're going to change the color of their hair, how that's connected to it, how your ever-changing passions are connected to your appearance and your persona, but also it's connected to how our philosophies are connected to our personality, our persona, and our appearance as well. Jupiter does represent philosophical thinking and foreign ways of being. And the thing is, foreign is something different for everybody. You get what I'm saying? And so foreign ways of thinking could be different to me than it is for someone who lives in Seattle, Washington. You get what I'm saying? So anywho, that's the kind of vibe that we're getting. We're kind of thinking philosophically how our appearance, persona, and personality is connected to ourselves in general and our philosophies, but we're also connected to how our drive and motivation, all different types of drive, even sex drive, is connected to different philosophies or beliefs that we have. And a lot of times too, when the moon is in the third decan of Aries, what we tend to do is focus on, our appearance, but how we look when it comes to like how general society looks at us. You know what I mean? Like the whole entire world, because, Sagittarius or Jupiter energy, does represent the whole entire world. It's like the philosophies of the whole entire world, you know what I mean? And so that's a big part of it too. Anywho, let's go ahead and talk about these actually that this moon is making. Okay, the first one is going to be happening towards the later end of the day. Actually no, it'll happen around 12 o'clock p.m. my time. Okay, so I might be having a later part of the day for the folks in the eastern side of the world, so just like Australia and stuff, but just you'll get the connection here. But anywho, the moon is conjunct Uranus, and I was right the first time. Yeah, it's aspecting right. Sorry, y'all, I'm a mess right now. Anyways, the moon is conjuncting Uranus, retrograde Uranus, which is in 1 degree Taurus. Okay. So with this energies, right, we're kind of really understanding our emotions, and how they are connected to our individuality, our uniqueness, our quirkiness, what makes us different. You know what I mean? We are kind of thinking these things through, and use kind of like accepting ourselves a little bit more, but more than that, more than like accepting ourselves, what we're doing is really kind of scanning through our individuality, our quirkiness, what makes us authentic. And what we're doing is seeing how it would benefit us, how it will emotionally fulfill us, how, how our uniqueness emotionally fulfilling us will change our appearance, our persona, our personality, and our drive in general. Okay, so that's kind of the energies that we're kind of working with now. The thing is, though, is that Uranus is retrograde, and so all the little quirkiness and differences about us, we're kind of keeping it in. The moon is all about internal work too, so it's just internal work, working through each other, understanding our ingenious ways and seeing how it fits to our personality and our persona, and generally our drive too. Later on in the day too, this moon is going to be trine the North Node. So similar to like the whole full moon energy, we are easily flowing what our personality and persona is, and how it's connected to our talents, our creativity. Really letting our personality flow through our creative talents, through our self-expression. And when people are naturally talented to things, you can tell they have so much conviction. It's because they are really putting their all into it, and they're adding their little swag and personality into it. And that's the kind of that whole trine energy of like Aries and Leo, or the trine energy of Mars and Sun. That whole idea of putting your personality and persona into your creative endeavors and your self-expression, and making it all stew in and bring out something that's beautiful. That's what all that energy is about. So when it comes to the emotional things that we are connected to, when it comes to our personality persona, we're really putting our all into whatever we're creating and what we're supposed to be creating, and how our self-expression is when it comes to our path. You know what I mean? Not everyone is a Leo North Node, but the thing is, what this North Node is telling us is that self-expression, it is important to our path, but it's kind of like a sublet of the path that we have in our natal chart. You know what I mean? And so even though I am, say, a Pisces North Node, self-expression is important to fulfill my Pisces North Node that's connected to spirituality. You know what I mean? And I'm seeing ways on how it is important and how I should implement that in. So, kind of this whole self-expression and creativity idea connected to our emotions and how it's connected to our persona is still important to everybody. You know what I'm saying? This moon would start in conjunct to Sun and Mercury, but I'm not going to be talking about that until the moon is in the first decan of Taurus. Okay, so we'll just slide over to the next aspects. This moon will be exactly in conjunct to Scorpio. And I usually don't talk about in conjuncts here, but I do want to talk about that since the degrees are tight. Both of these energies have a connection to Mars, right? Even though Scorpio, I like to see Scorpio as ruled by Pluto, it was traditionally ruled by Mars, right? And then Aries is ruled by Mars. So this aggression, this assertiveness, this authority is really, really important to this aspect, but they're thinking about it in different ways. You know what I mean? What your emotions are focused on is being quite assertive when it comes to how you feel, right? And the thing is that you're more of an extroverted aggressor. You know what I mean? You are letting people know how you feel immediately, instantly, and not giving a damn, and that's actually what, like I said, in the full moon energy that we need to work on and work out internally to make us, be able to let go of these self-serving ways so we can learn how to relate with people and be in good relationships that we're supposed to be in. You know what I mean? But with our emotions, we're more like the extroverted Mars, which is represented by Aries, which is really just putting our feelings out there, putting our passions out there, not giving a damn, just doing it, very emperor style, right? While Scorpio is more of the introverted Mars, right? Having all the same emotions as Aries for sure, but definitely chilled with it, being a little bit quiet, really stewing in those emotions and not reacting, being really secretive, and attacking when it's right, attacking when they think it's the most intelligent time to attack, and really going after when people are down. You have to think about it. Scorpio is represented by the scorpion. Scorpion, you notice before they attack, they chill, they try to make sure their target's right, and then pop, you hit. That's kind of the energy of Scorpio. But since Jupiter's in Scorpio, this is how our philosophical thoughts are thinking. They're thinking to hit people while they're down. Hit people where it hurts the most. Be a little bit intelligent. Now, it's funny because Scorpio is actually represented by water. The whole logical intelligence is more of an air sign thing, more of an earth sign thing. Not to say that Mars or Scorpio energy is not intelligent. It very much is, because I'm actually literally like saying it right now. But the thing is, though, is that what Scorpio energy does is that they stew in their emotions so much that what they want to do is use their psychic abilities to kind of see when it's the right time. They're using their intuition as intelligence. You get what I'm saying? So it goes to show you that, a lot of people like to say earth and air are the intelligent ones, and fire and water are the like feeling ones. So all of them are intelligent in their own separate way. You get what I'm saying? Fire has a creative intelligence, very creative, very much a creative genius. Water is more of a psychic intelligence. Air is definitely a logical intelligence, really can break things down to where it makes sense and will be the easiest to they think things through. That's the good way to say it. And then earth signs are more of the practical, what makes the most sense, what will cover everybody the most. You know what I mean? Very practical with their intelligence. So all signs are intelligent. And this placement is basically showing you for sure. So what's going on between this inconjunction, inconjuncts are really not really agreeing that much. Is they have this same goal or the same idea of like, you have all this passion inside and you really need to, let it go and let it loose. But how do you do it? Your emotions are telling you to just strike whenever you feel that passion, to go and attack whenever you feel that passion. Attack, not like literally attack sometimes, but kind of just go for it, go at it, bring that drive in. While, philosophically, you know what's the smart thing to do. You know what I mean? You have to plan it out a little bit, think about it, let the emotion stew, let it really hit the person when it's supposed to hit them so they can be affected the most, whether it's for the good or for the bad. You get what I'm saying? So that's the kind of energy that's playing out right now. This moon will be square Pluto. Just rough energy to go through, huh? And with Pluto, like I've been saying every day when I'm doing these readings, is that Pluto in Capricorn, it just represents you be empowered by taking authority in your position in life, in your position on earth. You kind of getting that status, that reputation, that career that you want, and not giving a damn about it. You get what I'm saying? And so having this square, it's really interesting because Capricorn likes to do things in a practical way. They are definitely go-getters. We're talking about cardinal signs here. So it's just as a go-getter as Aries, but Aries is a go-getter from their passions. If they feel something, they go for it then. Capricorn's more like, okay, I want to go for this, but I need to think of it in a practical way. What makes more sense? What will keep me in this position the longest? What will teach me the most? So when I in the position, I can really succeed. You know what I mean? And so there's this energy of like, again, agreeing with this whole idea of, yes, we want to go for this thing. We are go-getters, but going about it is differently. You are empowered by kind of going through the mud, right? Working your way up, because you know that, in that way you feel more secure, but your emotions are not feeling that. Your emotions like, no, I want to go for this now. I need to get this position now. I need to get to where I want to get to now. You know what I mean? And so the urgency is within your emotions and is rocking you, especially with this full moon energy still coming through, right? And the full moon energy is still going to be alive up until the 28th, the end of the day, 28th. You know what I mean? So this energy is running wild with you. But the best way to do it is through working your way up. But you ain't hearing that shit. You really ain't. And that's just what it is, But yeah, those are the aspects basically for the 26th, because remember, I'm not doing the 25th. If you want to see what's up with the 25th, honestly, just listen to the out for the full moon video. That will help you, even though I'm talking about first decade energy. A lot of the energy is still pretty much the same. So just look through those and listen to today, of course, and the full moon. And then I'm going to continue with this full moon reading, okay, to the 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, and so on. All right, loves. All right. I wish you the very best. And, I'm excited because I'm going to do something real, real, real cool for October, okay? You're going to like it. You'll see. Bye.